Hello everyone. It has been a busy day full of doctor's appointments and phone calls and scheduling things. So I got a lot of kids. So we've been running around like crazy. All the kids have had doctor's appointments and whatnot. And we are going near a place where I knew I've seen construction site in the past. So I was like, Flynn, I think there's gonna be an excavator there. And then there wasn't when we got there. So we stopped at a farm that has a backhoe. Flynn, is this a backhoe?
Yeah.
Wow.
A spider on a backhoe?
There's a spider on it?
Yeah, I mean, look on the bucket.
Oh my gosh, there's a little tiny spider in there. Yeah, I felt so bad. I was like, I think there's gonna be an excavator at the doctor, and then there wasn't. He was like, where's the excavator, mommy? I think I will find it if I keep looking. And I was like, I gotta find him a construction truck. I felt so bad. So I remembered that at this farm that we like to go to, they have construction trucks. So that's why we're here. But also maybe we'll pick up some fresh veggies. Hi, little goat friend. Hello. Hello.
Baby.
How are you, baby? You're so cute.
I would have never known that they're like to be pet,
Yeah.
like dogs.
When we went to Rancho Grande, if you guys remember that from last year, which I've been dying to go back, but it doesn't seem realistic with baby twins. What? Okay. They have a bunch of goats, and they were like, they're just like dogs. Goats are like dogs. Like, they just love to be pet. They treat their goats like they're pet dogs. It's amazing. Yeah, goats are really sweet. Anyway, hi babies. Hi babies. What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about? I want to go back to Rancho Grande so freaking bad. It's so amazing. If you guys want a fabulous vacation, not sponsored, not ad, but on Airbnb, Rancho Grande, we've stayed at the cabins, we've stayed at the yurts. It's like fabulous. You just get to like live with beautiful, amazing, friendly, wonderful animals, and it's just so fun. Anyway, I really want to go back there. It was actually there a year ago that I told my family that I was pregnant with the twins. I didn't know that I was having twins. I did not know I was having twins when I told my family that I was pregnant with the twins at Rancho Grande. But at Rancho Grande, I also, trigger warning here, you're triggered by the topic of miscarriage, I started bleeding really bad. I just told my family I was pregnant, and then I was like, oh no, I'm having another miscarriage. I was devastated. I was bawling in the cabin. I was like, oh my God. It was like the worst moment ever. Eric and I were just crying. It was so sad. We rushed down the mountain from Rancho Grande to my doctor, and that day we found out that I was having twins.
Look at there.
What is it?
A crunch tractor.
A crunch tractor?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, see?
I do see it. That's pretty neat. Should we go look at the fruit and vegetables, see if there's anything yummy looking that we could cook?
No.
Oh.
Where's the chickens? There, let's go look for the chickens.
Look at that! Hi, babies. Gotta get a little closer. A little closer. There you go. You did it. It's fun, huh? What? You dropped some. Good job, bud. Did he get ya? Flynn, what about over here? These little guys. Look at these little guys over here, Flynn. He likes the big one.
Yeah!
Flynn, what are you doing?
I'm being a cranky.
Oh, wow, look at you.
You stand all the way up.
I thought it was a new hat.
So you need to stand all the way up.
I cannot.
Oh, okay. I don't know what's going on. We are watching Paw Patrol while the babies have their last nap, and I am prepping dinner. I'm making steak and potatoes tonight. So we went to the farm, we got some fresh potatoes and onions from the farm. So we thought, let's make it. Okay, so I always put on a little rubber glove when I do this because I like to blend in my ingredients really well and I don't want my hands to stink. I'm gonna do a little bit of olive oil. A little bit of this, which is like garlic infused olive oil. Kind of weird, but you don't want to use too much because it's like really strong. And then I'm gonna use salt and pepper. And then I think I'm gonna try some of this Mrs. Dash original seasoning blend. It smells kind of good, so we're just gonna put some of that on there. And then I use my hand to massage it on all those potatoes and all those. I'm doing onions. I know it sounds weird, like potatoes and onions. Like if you told me a year ago that I would be making, literally just baking onions to eat, I would laugh in your face because I hate onions. I literally hate them so much. But I started making this like roast chicken, and there's like tons of vegetables underneath the roast chicken, and one of the vegetables is onions, and it's always my favorite part. They like get like caramelized and sweet when I'm roasting them. So I'm wondering if it'll work if I don't have a chicken sitting on top of them, and if it's literally just potatoes and onions, or if that's gonna be gross. But I'm hoping if I put them in the oven long enough, they'll like get really burnt and crisp and sweet, and the potatoes be crunchy. But this could be a total fail. I don't know. Normally I put like rosemary and fresh garlic on, but I don't have time for that. So these are going in the oven. Then I'm gonna make some corn on the cob because we got corn today at the farm, and Eric's gonna make steak. So come for me all you want that my kid is watching TV right now, but this is how I'm able to make dinner. So I appreciate the television right now. Somebody wants dinner. Are you guys hungry? You want some dinner? Oh, okay. Act like I'm about to kill you when really I'm about to feed you. Oh, you want some dinner? That feel good? Is that a nice little scrubby-dub-dub? Want some dinner? Okay, I'll give you some dinner. Oh my gosh, guys. Steak, potatoes, broccoli, bread. Goodbye. You know what time it is. It's time for Tortilla Talk with Colleen. I think most of this vlog is literally just a tortilla talk. I don't remember filming anything else today, so I don't know if I did. I remember filming steak. Anyway, I'm actually excited about this tortilla talk, guys, because I feel like it's been a while where I really just sat. I think I was just about to lie, because I was about to say it's been a while since I just sat and chatted with you guys in here. I do it every day, so I don't know what I'm talking about, but it's been a while since like an authentic, real tortilla talk. Maybe not, I don't know. Anyway, okay, so someone had this question. Did I lose it? I found it. Okay. Carrie said, tortilla talk question, have you ever had any paranormal type experiences at any theater, venue, etc.? And if so, could you tell us about it? Yes, this is a really good question. I really love it because the other day in my vlog, I said that I was going to tell you a story and then I never told it to you. So now I can tell you the story, and it has to do with a theater that I went to recently. So first of all, to answer your question, yes, I feel like I have had a few, but the ones that pop in my mind right away are in New Orleans. Always in New Orleans. Every time I have a show in New Orleans, I'm like, oh no, something bad's gonna happen. And then every time I fly through the Denver airport, I'm like, oh yo, my flight's gonna get delayed, it's gonna get canceled, something bad's gonna happen. Now the Denver airport is known to be haunted. Like, I feel like there's a lot of information on this. I think it's a Denver airport, let me look it up. Yeah, haunted Colorado Denver airport. Yes, it's so weird. Okay, so I'd heard that before, but like I didn't know that it was gonna be true. And like literally every single time I have a connection there, something goes wrong. My flight's delayed. Like one time I got stuck there and I was supposed to go to the Kids' Choice Awards. I was supposed to like be one of the people announcing things, like one of the host type things. Not a host, just a guest who like talks into a microphone on screen. Anyway, I was supposed to go to Kids' Choice Awards and I couldn't because I was stuck at the Denver airport. I've had almost missed shows because I've been stuck at the Denver airport. I've lost luggage at the Denver airport. So that's kind of weird. But as far as theaters and venues go, I'm sure it's happened a bunch, like haunted moments, because most theaters are haunted, so they say. But in New Orleans, the worst time it ever happened it was a long time ago. At a show in New Orleans, and we were told that the theater was haunted, and we're like, okay, like every theater says that. Every theater's like, oh, we're haunted, we have a ghost here. But this theater was like, it was haunted. It was just like weird vibes like the whole time you're there. But then the show just like fell apart. All the tech stuff just stopped working. Like still to this day, this incredible woman who I used to tour with named Suzanne, I love her so much. She used to tour with me everywhere, and to this day, if I mention New Orleans, she's like, oh my god. Like she like freaks out because it was like such a miserable day, because literally everything that could have gone wrong with the show went wrong. Everything, the screen went off, the sound stopped working, the mic stopped working, then they'd flicker on, then they'd flicker off. Like the whole show was just a complete disaster. Hold on, I think Maisie woke up. Anyway, so I don't have like any fun specific stories about like a ghost that haunted me or whatever, or haunted the theater, but I just know that like that venue was like haunted. And New Orleans is known to be a very haunted city, and every time I go there, something happens. Like we get stranded there for some reason, a storm, or the show gets canceled, or it's just always something, like always something. So very weird. But anyway, so the other day in my vlog, I said that something happened at a venue I went to recently, and I got really bad vibes there, and then I remembered what it was, because someone asked like if I had any like special memories in certain cities that I go to, and I was explaining in the vlog that I just get good or bad vibes. I have a really bad memory. Like I think I have the worst memory of anyone I know. I forget everything and everyone always. Like I don't remember anything ever. So I don't have a lot of specific memories, but what I do remember is feelings. I literally will go to a city or a venue or a hotel that I've been to before, and I'll know that I've been there before because I feel whatever feeling I had the last time I was there. Does that make sense? So it's not like I walk in and I'm like, oh, I remember how this theater looks. It's I walk in and I go, I remember feeling happy here, or I remember feeling sad here, I remember feeling angry here, I remember feeling loved here. Those are the memories that I have, are my feelings, because I feel deeply, I guess. So anyway, here is the tea. So you guys might have heard me talk before, I'm sure I've talked about this before, like that touring, I love it, it's my favorite thing in the world, but sometimes on tour, I run into some people in random theaters, people who work at theaters and whatnot, who are not so nice, and they're, you know, seemingly sexist or misogynistic, just rude, talk down to me. And it's not because I'm like, I hate men and so men just don't like me because I'm a woman. It's like, no, literally they will not talk to me, but they'll walk past me to walk and talk to Kory or my cousin or my husband or my brother. They won't listen to what I ask for. They'll scoff at me. I've had someone call me a bitch before because I wanted my projector to work because it wasn't working. You know, they're annoyed at me that I'm just a woman existing. Not all of them. A lot of theaters we go to are wonderful and lovely and the people are excellent, but I do run into these types of people sometimes. And it's hard to get my show going and running and looking great when the people who are supposed to be lighting me or doing the sound or running the security or whatever hate me because I'm a girl. That was a very long explanation to get to this part. So I walk into this theater and I was like, ooh, I've got bad vibes. I could not remember why. And I was racking my brain trying to figure out, why do I not like this venue? What happened here that is making me feel so uncomfortable? I feel uncomfortable. I feel just like something's off. And right when I walked in, I met this man who worked at this theater and he immediately was kind of like rude to me. I recognized him. So I was like, oh, hi, good to see you again. And it was nice. It was like, so good to see you. I was so glad to be back because I recognized his face. And he didn't really respond to me. He's like, hi, you know, he's kind of rude. And I was like, whatever. Like, I'm used to that when I go to theaters, quite honestly. So I was just like, oh yeah, another person who works at a venue who doesn't like me, that's fine, whatever. I didn't think much of that. I didn't think anything of it until I walked into the theater and walked in the dressing room and I was like, I got really bad vibes. Then, this is the tea. And I should not even talk about this, but I'm going to. Kory was setting up with my team, like, you know, my production manager and promoter and, you know, my people. And this guy goes up to them and they're talking about, you know, the projector being set up, the microphones, what they need and whatever for the show to run smoothly. And Kory told me that this guy walks up to them and is like, ugh, last time she was here, she was pregnant. And she was like, nobody look at me, nobody touch me, no one get near me. He's like, we weren't allowed to even breathe near her. We couldn't even look at her. She was yelling at everyone to not look at her, not touch her, not get near her. And he was just basically like talking trash about me to my team. They were just like, okay, anyway, so the projector needs to be blah, 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 and just like kept talking about tech because they were like, we're not gonna hear and like gossip with you about your feelings about her. Like, we just want our show to run well. So that was really weird. And I was like, ugh, and I kind of rolled my eyes. Kory told me this and I was like, of course, like, obviously that never happened. I've never walked into any venue ever been like, nobody look at me. But what did happen when I was pregnant is when I went on tour, I said I wouldn't hug anyone at the meet and greet because I was paranoid mama, pregnant for the first time. And when my mom was pregnant with one of my brothers, she got a cold. She got a virus from someone else. She got this virus and, you know, it was like a normal cold that wouldn't really affect, you know, a normal, just everyday human, but a pregnant person, it got into her and it got into the fetus that was my brother, and it caused him to have a lot of disabilities. So I didn't want that for Flynn. You know, obviously I love him and think he's perfect no matter who or how he was when he came out. But if I could avoid getting him sick, I'm gonna avoid that. And so since my mom just simply got like a cold, like a little virus, and it affected her and my brother for the rest of their lives, and now he has these disabilities that he has to live with forever, I was like, I'm gonna avoid that if I can. And one way to avoid that is just to not have contact with thousands and thousands and thousands of people on a bus tour, because there's 200 meet and greet people at every single show. So you add that up with like how many shows I was doing, it was in the thousands. So if I'm not hugging thousands of people, that's eliminating my chances of getting sick. I don't even need to explain this, I feel, but like it was a thing. So anyway, so I didn't hug people on that tour. Every venue we went to was told, hey, at the meet and greet, she's not going to hug the fans. That was it. I never went around anywhere saying, I'm not touching anybody, don't look at me. Obviously, I never said any of these things. In fact, if people were like, can I hug you? I'd be like, oh, I really want to hug you, oh my God. And I was like, you know, want to so bad. I never was like, ugh. Anyway, these are all given. But anyway, so I was like, that's so weird that he said that, but whatever. And I just kind of rolled my eyes and we kept setting up for the show. And then I'm on the stage. I am on the freaking stage. And he's in the back of the venue with my team again. And he starts talking crap about me. And I'm right there. Like, I'm standing on the stage and he's telling the same story again. He's like, oh, last time she was here, she was pregnant and she wouldn't let anyone near her. Such a diva, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, I can hear hear him. Like, does he not know that I'm standing right here, or does he just not care? I was like, this is so awkward. So I was just like, all right. And I just like kept setting up. And so then we were setting up for the meet and greet photos, which are socially distanced because we are still coming out of a pandemic. And again, it's not like I'm meeting like 10 people, 15 people, whatever. And it's just like, oh, hi, and meeting someone out and about, you know, putting my arm around them for a bit. It's not like that. If I'm meeting 200 people every single night, I'm going to eliminate my chances of me spreading it to you guys and you guys spreading anything to me and taking it home to my kids. It's not that I think y'all are infected. It's just, it's common sense. I feel like it's what I feel most comfortable doing to keep everyone safe, you guys and me. So we're doing a socially distanced meet and greet. And so we were explaining that. And then he said to my face, of course he said a little kinder because he's saying it to me, but he was like, last time you were here, you were pregnant and you wouldn't let anyone. And I was just like, oh my God, this man, like he just wants to tell everyone that I'm this horrible person, but I was pregnant. And I'm like, come on, like God forbid I was pregnant and wanted to keep my baby safe. So it's just like, yeah, when I was pregnant, I just really didn't want to get sick. So I didn't want to hug anyone, you know, it sucked. I really miss hugging my fans, they're the best. And then I was like, and then, you know, now of course we have to be socially distanced because of everything going on now. I just can't wait till this is all over so I can hug all my fans again. Like I really miss that. And he's just like, yeah, and just kind of got shut down and like, you know, stopped saying it. But I was just like, why is this man so insistent on telling everyone that I was such a diva and yelling at everyone to not touch me because I was pregnant? And the way he said pregnant was like, bleh, which honestly same, like that's how I feel about pregnancy too. But like, it was just so obnoxious to hear a man talking crap about a woman who was pregnant, trying to keep her baby safe. Like it was so obnoxious. Anyway, I never normally like tell stories like this because this happens all the time at venues. Not that, but like where there is someone who works at a venue who is unkind or rude or yells. I've had shows where, you know, Kory gets yelled at. I've had shows where my sister has almost walked out because she was so angry way back in the day when Rachel would tour with me. We've had so many, like I've said, I've been cussed at. Sometimes techies are very protective of their theater, and if they don't get what Miranda is, they don't know what it is, and they think I'm just this like YouTuber coming in and it's gonna be like awful or a diva or whatever. They just have preconceived notions of me and my team, and like they're sometimes rude when we first get there, but generally by the time we leave the theater, we're all friends. And like I do try my best to like talk to everyone there and thank everyone there for their work, and like I try my hardest to do that because I don't want to leave a sour taste in anyone's mouth. But man, I must have left a sour taste in that guy's mouth because he hated that I was pregnant and he hated that I wouldn't hug people, and he told everyone that I was yelling at everyone that no one was allowed to look at me or touch me or hug me or breathe near me, which obviously was not the case. So anyway, that was the tea. Big drama llama on tour. Anyway, it was wonderful. All the venues I've been to have been wonderful, and everyone I've worked with has been wonderful. That was the only like kind of like bitter taste in my mouth so far. Maybe I'll keep you guys updated on my little sour moments on tour as I tour. We're going to Vegas in a couple weeks, and then Illinois and Canada and a lot of other fun places. So get your tickets and maybe you'll witness one of the horrible moments right before your very eyes. But yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. I love you guys, and thanks for listening to my tortilla talk, and I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.
You can relax. Colleen and Eric have a podcast. The world is scary and we're locked in our home, but now we have big microphones, so you can relax. That's the name of our podcast.